Hi peeps, I'm Auriel Grace, and tonight we're talking about Lady Nada. Yes. So Lady Nada is totally awesome. She is an ascended master, and remember, ascended masters are beings, people, spirits who have achieved enlightenment, okay? And they have ascended to a higher form of consciousness, okay? And they have their certain, like, goals. They have certain things that they talk about. They have their focus. Kind of like archangels, they have their focus. Well, the ascended masters have their own focus as well. All right? Because some of you wanted me to kind of break it down a little bit more. And so with Lady Nada, her focus is divine love. All right, and her teachings are a lot about divine love, and she's actually helping me write my next psychic storybook, Love. So it'll be fun. It'll be very enjoyable. In fact, I have something here. This is an idea about Lady Nada. All right. So Lady Nada reminds us to love ourselves selflessly and unconditionally because she holds and professes the energy of divine love. All right. So that is what she is all about. She wants us to love ourselves. And she wants us to love ourselves unconditionally, accept ourselves unconditionally. Um, and as you do that, like, you raise your resonance and you're able to transform a lot of what you are into that divine love. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a bit, about how that can transform you. But she is also, so she has other duties as well. She is associated with the sixth ray, which embodies peace, ministration, and service. Talk about that in a minute too. So this ray is represented by purple and gold. All right. She also is a part of the karmic board. I mentioned the karmic board with Maitreya and also with Lady Portia. And so tonight I'm going to give you a little, like, who's on the karmic board list. And we might talk more about the karmic board as we go on, because there's going to be some other people like Kuan Yin, who is also on the karmic board. She's, so I thought, each time we talk about an ascended master that's on the karmic board, I'll give you a little bit more about the karmic board, okay? If you want me to do a whole video on the karmic board, okay, let me know in the comments. All right. Okay. So Lady Nada is also, she serves as a representative of the third ray, which is the pink ray, which is what? I bet you guys can guess it. It represents divine love. All right. So this is the karmic board. These are the people that are on the karmic board. The great director, who is the first ray, the goddess of liberty, second ray, Lady Master Nada represents the second and third ray, Elohim Cyclopia, she is the fourth ray, and Pallas Athena, goddess of truth, Lady Portia, goddess of justice. We have Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy, and she is also the board speaker. So she represents the sixth ray, serving as the board speaker. Okay, so she's the speaker. Remember, I talked about your spirit guides and that there's always the one that is the talker. They're the speakers of your little board. Okay, so then there's the Buddhas, and they represent the seventh ray. All right. So one of the cool things about Lady Nada, like I said, is that she represents divine love. Like, that's what she teaches us about divine love. And loving self first. And the way she teaches it, in order, because I know a lot of you are looking for a romantic partner, you know? And so this is a great way to transform your energy to attract in that divine partner that you're looking for. Okay? All right. So, and I talk about this a lot, about chakras, about the heart chakra, about your heart, about allowing your heart to guide you. That's where your truth is, you know. And so she has taught me a lot about that. One of the simplest ways in order to unfold, she calls it unfolding the rose of the heart. Okay. So one of the ways that you can do this is very simple. I've taught it to you a bunch of times, especially if you've been following me for a while. You will know what I'm going to talk about. And you can do this with me. Okay? All right. Is to breathe light into your heart chakra. Because when you breathe light into your heart chakra, you energize it. And you might even start to feel it either pulse, or you might feel the energy moving back and forth, because remember, our chakras are tubes with an opening in the front and an opening in the back, and so you may feel that energy move back and forth like a wave. All right, so either pulsing or wave feeling. So when you breathe light into your heart chakra, when you breathe it in, you'll start to feel that energy move. And every time you energetically move through your heart, you're pushing out your goo and cooties. You're pushing out your hurts, your heartache, your, uncertainty. You push all that out. So that's why it's really good to keep the heart clear, right? Keep it clear, keep that energy moving all the time. So when you breathe light into your heart chakra and you continue to do it, for about 5 minutes, it really doesn't take that long. And you keep doing it. You keep breathing that light energy through. What you're doing is you're activating love. You're activating that divine love. And you're raising your resonance, right? To transform, transcend. And so you keep doing it. You keep breathing light into that heart chakra. And when you feel that it is full, allow that energy to flow through you and then all around you. You want to permeate your energetic field with the energy of love. And if you consistently do this every day, when you're going to feel different, you'll actually smile. You'll be nice. You'll be nice to yourself. You'll be kind. You will do things for yourself that you never thought that you would. And you'll also notice that those other people that are attracted to divine love, that are interested in divine love, will be attracted to you, right? They will come out of the woodwork. You'll see it. It's kind of cool how that happens. And people will, they'll want to know you, right? They'll want to know who you are, really, who you are. Who are you? And you'll be able to discover more about yourself as well. Because why? When you move that energy of love through you and all around you, you, again, raise your resonance and you start that transformation into a place of understanding, love, compassion, and mercy. Okay? All right. So this is something that Lady Nada has taught me over the years, and at first I really did resist it because I was in a kind of a grouchy mood. And but she kept saying, "Hey, try this. You're going to feel better if you try this." And so I started doing it, and yes, I do feel much better now. I don't get as angry as I used to or frustrated, and I am more willing to hear what people have to say. Okay, so, and it is called, Lady Nada calls it the unfolding of the rose of the heart. So if you have to visualize your heart chakra unfolding and looking like a rose as it blooms, if that's the visualization that you need, then visualize that. You know, because some of you are visualizers. I know you are. All right. So it does help with sensitivity. It helps with intuition. It helps with connection to your spirit guides and angels. All right. A lot of you want that as well. You want that connection to spirit guides and angels, which is awesome, because that is something that I encourage in everyone. All right. All right. So try to do that every day. If you are going to do it every day, keep track of how you feel. Let me know what changes happen. I always want to know, like, how you're doing. Okay? All right. So that is the simplest way to keep your heart open and aligned with the energy of love, to permeate your energy field and attract those people who are also interested in divine love in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so here's the deal. This is something that I truly, truly want you to think about. All right, especially those of you who are looking for your divine twin flame. Everybody knows how I feel about that. If you don't, go look at some videos. These divine twin flame cults are not using divine love. They are not helping you create divine love. They're just using control and manipulation. Please, if you are involved with any group or anyone like that, back out of the group before you are harmed, hurt, and or, I don't know, brainwashed. Okay? Okay. Because love is everywhere. And a lot of people have put a lot of energy into this divine twin thing. Okay? It is a myth created by the Greeks. All right? It is also a marketing thing, because everyone knows that everybody's looking for love, that one love, you know. But you are a human being. And so you're going to have many loves, and it is okay. It's okay to love. It's all right to do that, because love is love, right? And yes, we do get heartbreak through love, but that heartbreak helps us become wiser. All right? So please do not join those groups. Do not follow those groups. Do not join those cults. They are dangerous. And you can create that divine love within you, and you can draw it in through working with your heart chakra. And that is a safe place. That is a good place. And that is something that will not promise you BS. Okay? Okay. I just want you to be safe and do things that are for your highest and best good. All right. So I've given my warning. Okay. So do the heart chakra thing every day. Let me know if you feel changes, if you see changes, like as you're wandering about during your day, people being more friendly, or just wanting to stand closer to you. It happens. All right? All right. So the next thing that Lady Nada wants us to know about is service. You know, assisting others, charity work. So right now, I haven't had a lot of time to do charity work, But what I do instead is I donate money every month to St. Jude. And so I donate to St. Jude because I've had clients with children with cancer, and St. Jude has really helped those families. It has taken the burden off of the family so that they can just be with their child. Right? So I donate to St. Jude right now. I'll probably continue to do it even if I start doing other charity work. But Lady Nada encourages charity work. She encourages you to find a charity, make some donations, or find a charity and work with that charity some way, shape, or form. Everybody has different interests, and so you may end up working with a charity for kids that want to learn to be astronauts. Yay! So look around and see what you can do within the charities and assist, because that's one thing that she encourages, is that, to help people, right? Really help. All right. She's really a cool ascended master to connect with. All right. She's also the divine complement of Lord Sananda, who is Jesus. So Lord Sananda is the ascended master of Jesus. So he was Jesus as a human guy, and he became Lord Sananda as an ascended master. All right. And you know how I feel about Lord Sananda. He's awesome. So that is her compliment. All right. So Lady Nada is also associated with Atlantis in the Temple of Love. There you go. There's that love thing. All right. So she does teach a lot, and her energy is really just kind of hard to ignore. It is actually very kind, tender, gentle energy, and it's very persistent. So if she wants you to know something, you will. All right. So we want to remember that with Lady Nada and her love, the love energy, is that it's not just about romantic love, it's about unconditional love, it's divine love. And so remembering, and this is something she wants us to always remember, is that love can heal on so many levels, and love is also grace. And so when we actually truly love something, we give it time, we give it grace, right? While we are assisting. And that really helps people. So Lady Nada teaches us to slow down and really pay attention to what is going on around us, or what is going on around the people that we care about. She's awesome. So that's what I have to say about Lady Nada, or at least some of it. So if you want to know more about Lady Nada, there's a lot of information about her on the internet. There's a lot of videos about her. Remember that the ascended masters, they are ascended masters, and so they are teachers. They teach us. They give us grace so that we can learn in our own way, in our own time. There's no forcing. There's no you have to. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay attention to any of them if you don't want to. But what I feel like the point that I'm making is, I hear a lot of people say, well, you have to do this if you want to be an ascended person. No, you don't. You can be who you are, what you are, when you are right now. You don't have to do anything, because they are not forcing you to move faster than what you can move and what you can do. All right? All right, so if anybody tells you that you have to do anything, you better check that out. Make sure it is for your highest and best good. Okay? All right, I just want you to stay safe And I know that there's many people out there that are spiritual that try to push people into things that they're not either ready for or it's BS. So please stay safe out there. If you need to check in with me to figure out if it's a good place for you to be, let me know. All you have to do is send me an email. Okay. All right. So, we will be talking about Kuan Yin next for our Ascended Master series, and that it will be in August. Yeah. So, have a beautiful week. Stay safe. And remember, keep your heart open and align with the energy of love. I'll see you next time. Bye.